Hello and welcome. This is Hina Talati and you are watching It's Tomorrow News. Hunga Tonga Hunga Haipai is a submarine volcano in the South Pacific. For more than a decade, an undersea volcano has been erupting in the South Pacific near Tonga. The eruptions created a new island near Hunga Tonga and Hunga Haipai. Then a potent blast wiped out the island in early 2022. The volcano rises around 2000 meters from the seafloor and has a caldera which on the eve of 2022 eruption was roughly 150 meters below sea level and 4 kilometers at its widest extent. The massive eruption from the underwater Tonga volcano in the Pacific earlier this year generated a blast so powerful that it sent the massive pressure waves rippling through the atmosphere and around the globe. These waves were the fastest ever observed within our atmosphere, reaching speeds of 720 miles per hour, a new study finds. Recently, Antarctica is bathed in the dazzling colors in afterglow of Tonga eruptions. The colors are believed to be caused by the spike in aerosols hurled into the stratosphere. Scientists say aerosols thrown into the stratosphere in January 2022 is responsible for the volcanic twilight afterglows. The great white ice-covered continent of Antarctica has been flooded in dazzling pink and plum hues, and this is due to the afterglow effect of the Tongan eruption. The unusually fiery skies have already been reported across the New Zealand and Australia in the past months, which scientists put down to a spike in aerosols that were hurled up into the stratosphere following the Hunga Tonga Hunga Haipai volcanic eruption in January. Usually in midwinter, Antarctica is nearly continuously dark except for the slight nautical twilight at around midday, which means the horizon is faintly visible in good conditions, said a science technician with the Antarctica New Zealand, who is stationed at the Scott base for the winter and who captured the stunning images of the blazing skies. Stratospheric aerosols can circulate the globe for months after the volcanic eruption, scattering and banding lights as the sun dips or rises below the horizon, creating a glow in the sky with use of pink, blue, purple and violets. The volcanic twilights are known as afterglows, with the color and intensity dependent on the amount of the haze and cloudiness along the path of light reaching the stratosphere. While Antarctica is roughly 7,000 kilometers from Tonga, it shares the same skies. On December 20th, 2021, an eruption began at Hunga Tonga Hunga Haipai, a submarine volcano in the Tongan archipelago in the southern Pacific Ocean. The eruption reached a very large and powerful climax nearly 4 weeks later on 15th January 2022. The volcano rises around 2000 meters from the seafloor, has a caldera which on the eve of 2022 eruption was roughly below 150 meters and 4 kilometers at the widest extent. It is a part of highly active Kermadec-Tonga subduction zone and its associated volcanic arc, which extends from New Zealand northeast to Fiji and is formed by the subduction of the Pacific plate under the Indo-Australian plate. It lies about 100 kilometers above the very active seismic zone. Its most recent eruption in January 2022 generated a tsunami that reached as far as coast of Japan and of the America, and the volcanic plume reached 58 kilometers into Mammosphere. The eruption was the largest volcanic eruption in the 21st century and the largest eruption since 1883 eruption of Krakatoa. Hunga Tonga and Hunga Haipai are the only subaerial parts of the volcano. Hunga Tonga is the eastern island while Hunga Haipai is the western one. They are parts of the Tonga's Haipai group of islands, an island arc formed at the convergent boundary where the Pacific plate subducts under the Indo-Australian plate. Before 2022 eruption, the highest point in the former Hunga Tonga reached an elevation of 149 meters, while Hunga Haipai was only 128 meters above sea level. That's all for now. For more news and documentary updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.